Today on ELN Morning, just a week after North Carolina government passed the controversial House Bill 2, ELN University and its students respond.
And as the political season continues, some ELN students are trying to get their classmates to debate on the issues.
Plus, our ELN Morning concert series continues with one of ELN's all-male a cappella groups, Smooth Progressions.
All that and more starts right now on ELN Morning.
Good morning, Elon. Thanks for starting your day in Studio A. I'm Caroline Hartshorn.
And I'm Paula Blanc. Welcome back from spring break. We've got some tips to help your wallet recover from your break and do some deep spring cleaning.
But first, let's take a look at what's making headlines across the nation. Connor Delpreet is here with this morning's newsreader. Good morning, Connor.
Good morning, Caroline. We begin with historic developments in the medical field. Johns Hopkins says surgeons have completed the first successful liver and kidney transplant from donors that have HIV to patients with the same virus. Before 2013, doctors were not accepting organs from people with the virus, but the passage of the HIV Organ Policy Equality Act may increase the donor pool now that HIV patients can register. Doctors say that the recipients who have both been living with HIV for over 20 years are doing well. And President Barack Obama had lunch yesterday afternoon with several inmates whose sentences have been commuted. Among those are 3 North Carolina residents. Reginald Wendell Boyd Jr. is one of those residents. The Greensboro man will be let out 5 years earlier than his original sentence due to the president's efforts to commute sentences for inmates with non-violent drug offenses. And North Carolina's highways will soon look a little different. As a part of the state's Super 70 project, a new bypass in Goldsboro has been unveiled. This bypass is one of 6 to be added along Interstate 70 from just east of Raleigh to the East Coast in hopes to reduce traffic jams. According to the project's financial summary, the total estimated costs for these improvements are approximately $5 million. And those are the headlines this Thursday morning. I'm Connor Delpreet. Paul and Caroline, back to you.
Thanks, Connor. Controversial House Bill 2 has been topping state headlines since it passed last week in an emergency one-day legislation session. The bill is a response to Charlotte's LGBT anti-discrimination ordinance and prevents local governments from creating their own anti-discrimination ordinances. Some are calling it the bathroom bill, since part of the legislation sought to protect transgender people who choose to use the public restrooms matching their gender identity rather than their biological sex. Supporters of the bill say it protects privacy, while opponents are saying it takes away the rights of LGBT individuals.
And North Carolina is currently facing a federal lawsuit from the American Civil Liberties Union, which is claiming the bill unconstitutional. With the race for the governor's seat approaching this November, Democratic candidate and current Attorney General Roy Cooper has criticized the bill, saying he will not defend it in court. It's a decision Governor Pat McCrory says is purely political.
When you are the state's lawyer, you are a lawyer first and a politician second. Therefore, I want to encourage the Attorney General to reconsider his flawed logic.
While Governor McCrory has continued to defend House Bill 2 as a common sense law to protect privacy, he says some tweaks to the law are possible down the road.
And from the state capitol to the bricks of Elon, our Michelle Alfini took a look at how campus is responding to the bill.
While many ELN students were coming back to North Carolina after spring break, it was hard not to notice the social media backlash against the state's most recent law. Take another look at the businesses and institutions coming out against House Bill 2, and you may notice one more.
Oh my gosh, ELN University's on this list.
In a statement released by the university, ELN says, "We wish to reaffirm that ELN remains committed to inclusion and equal protection for all people." The statement also acknowledges that the law doesn't apply to ELN as it is a private institution. Despite that, many students and faculty members wanted to take action when they got back to campus.
The first thing I thought when I heard of this thing being passed was, what can I do about it?
For freshman Amy Belfer, taking action meant spreading the word about the bill. She's encouraging others to add their voice to the conversation on social media, using hashtags #WeAreNotThis and spread love, not hate.
I just don't understand how, especially in this day and age, when we have been progressing towards equality, they can just take a giant step back.
The faculty response was to educate.
There's a group of us that came together basically over the phone during spring break and said, this piece of legislation is getting a lot of attention on social media It's really the buzz of the day. This seems like something a lot of our students may be interested in, and so let's do something.
Jason Husser and the Council for Civic Engagement led a session alongside the Gender and LGBTQIA Center to explain House Bill 2. Husser says the first step ELN students and citizens can take to respond to legislation like this is to understand how these rules are made and who is making them.
State representatives, state senators, state governors, even though they're not focused on as much, and a lot of people don't know who they are, know much about them, are extraordinarily powerful in our day-to-day lives.
Power that brought North Carolina to national attention with just one day's work. Michelle Alfini, ELN Local News.
Though most ELN students come from out of state, students can choose to register to vote in North Carolina through elon.turbovote.org/register.
The wall is coming down. Wednesday afternoon, university and town officials took the first steps towards demolishing the brick wall that currently separates the School of Communications and downtown Elon. The section of the wall will be torn down later this week, but representatives had the opportunity to remove ceremonial bricks from a wall that has stood since 1925. Our own Maya Eaglin was also part of the ceremony, representing students of the School of Communication during the event. Elon Mayor Jerry Tolley says this change to downtown Elon will not just benefit students.
Well, you know, we have never felt separated from the university, but to have that wall torn down right there that's that wide and just walk into a plaza, I think it's going to make all the difference for the town.
President Lambert invited the Elon community back to Schar Hall a year from now, where he says there will be a springtime 2017 dedication of the new building.
It's not too early to start making end-of-the-year plans. Elon Student Union Board has announced its headliner for the sub-spring event series, Mr. Wives. The indie pop band is best known for its 2014 single, Reflections, is set to take the stage in the Colonnades parking lot at 8 p.m. on May 6th. The concert is free to attend. The announcement comes after Sub's fall concert took an unexpected turn after singer Andy Grammer backed out of his performance, citing his then commitment to competing on Dancing with the Stars.
Later today is Elon's annual spring convocation. This year's speaker is award-winning author and journalist Walter Isaacson. As current president and CEO of the Aspen Institute, an educational and policy program in D.C., Isaacson was named Most Influential Man in the World by Time magazine in 2012. In addition, he has authored several biographies, including one titled Steve Jobs. Spring convocation will take place in Alumni Gym today at 3:30 p.m.
Right, I mean, I was home in Boston for spring break.
Snow.
Not really spring break weather, right?
So you come back
It's been great to be back, and it's a little warmer here. Our Megan Ford is in downtown Elon with your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Good morning, Megan.
Thanks, Caroline and Paul. It's pretty cloudy out right now. Also, the wind's blowing pretty well right now, too. Luckily, the temperatures, it's not too cold. The temperature right now is in the 60s, and it is expected to get up into the 70s today. However, there is a chance of rain this afternoon, so if you're walking to and from class, I would definitely recommend bringing an umbrella or a rain jacket with you because it's not fun to get caught in the rain. Unfortunately, this seems to be foreshadowing the rest of the weekend, so let's go ahead and take a look at that Phoenix 5-day forecast. Now, Friday, the temperatures do look like it should be a hot day. The high is in the 80s, but you're seeing thunderstorms all morning, afternoon, and evening. I know FSL has a few organizations starting formal this weekend on Friday, so if you're looking for a great place to take pictures, I would recommend going somewhere indoors so that you don't get stuck in the rain. And these showers aren't supposed to stop until Saturday afternoon, so if you have any outdoor plans this weekend, I would recommend that you go inside. Good movie day. Now, Sunday, the high is going to be 63 and sunny, so you're finally going to get to see some sun. That goes into Monday with 73, and Tuesday, a low of 59 and clouds. So I would recommend bringing a jacket. Paul, back to you.
Thanks, Megan. If election season has your head spinning, have no fear. Members of the Elon Politics Forum are joining us with resources to get you informed before you go to the polls.
I'm Alex Eads.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. Those was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers, but you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow!
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Joining us now is former President Josh Weintraub and newly elected President Jay Schultz of the ELN Political Forum. Thank you both so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. So can you tell me a little bit, what is the ELN Political Forum?
Well, ELN Politics Forum is the nonpartisan political discussion group on campus. We hold debates and informal discussions between people of different political viewpoints on campus. Hopefully get a more mixed viewpoint.
Right. So obviously we're on a college campus. There's going to be a lot of first-time voters here. What are some resources that college students can use to be informed when they go to the polls?
I mean, I think the big one nowadays is social media. Obviously, it's good to it's so easy now to just go online, go check out what's going on, looking at who has the most delegate count. You can go to votesmart.com and look on there to see different presidential candidates' views on things. And, it's so easy nowadays with online. You just pull out your phone, look up, just take 5 minutes to just look at what people actually think and make sure you're voting for someone whose ideas you align with and not who the college campus is screaming is the best choice.
Right. Well, great. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
If you'd like to get involved, the ELN Political Debate is on April 13th at 7:30 p.m. in the McBride Gathering Space. Studying abroad in the upcoming year, the Global Programs Fair is happening now. Joining us live from McKinnon Hall is Allie Dietz. Allie, what's going on this morning?
Thanks, Paul. I'm live here in McKinnon Hall, where we're having the short-term programs fair, where you can learn all about the programs in winter term 2017 and fall 2016. I'm here with Mark Dahlhaus, studying director of USA. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
I was just wondering, why do you think it's important for students to come out today and learn about this?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. This is the one place, it's a one-stop shop. There's all the information that you need to learn about global engagement opportunities within the United States and also around the world. So if you're looking for one place where all the information is, this is your opportunity.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to me. And for all students that want to apply to any programs, rolling period opens today and the final submission is due on September 1st. I'm Allie Dietz, live in McKinnon Hall, live with ELN Morning. Thanks. Back to you, Caroline.
She's the First is a national organization with a local chapter right here on campus. The nonprofit organization is dedicated to raising money for scholarships to help women receive an education in third world countries. Tonight, the organization, along with I Am That Girl, is hosting a screening of He Named Me Malala, a documentary on Malala Yousafzai and her work as a children's right advocate. Junior Kelly Richard brought the She's the First chapter to ELN 2 years ago and holds different events to raise money and awareness for women empowerment. Richard's hope is to get our campus talking more about the education of girls.
So I'm hoping that
this will continue to ignite that fire of, no, this isn't okay, like girls need to be given more opportunities to go to school and that kind of stuff, and just having us as privileged college students thinking more about how lucky we are to be in the positions we are and how we can pay that forward.
The screening will be tonight, held in LaRose Digital Theater starting at 7, and there will be popcorn. For more information, visit the group's Facebook page, She's the First Elon.
And after the screening, you can head to the weekly SGA meeting where Michael Frantani, widower of former Elon professor Dr. Heidi Frantani, will be given a signed copy of legislation expressing support and sympathy regarding the death of his wife. SGA donated money to scholarships in Dr. Frantani's honor. The meeting will be held tonight in Mosley 215 at 7:30 p.m. Everyone is welcome to attend.
You may have tackled your spring cleaning, but you might have missed a few of your most used items. We'll tell you which of your essentials you may want to scrub down.
I'm Rachel Ellis, and I'll tell you how you can help your wallet recover from spring break.
Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills, the smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Hey, I'm Tyler Perry. Do you know what hunger in America looks like? Well, it has many faces, and 16 million of those belong to children. Yet billions of pounds of food go to waste each year, and this is unacceptable. You can be a part of the solution. Join us in supporting the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks, which rescues our surplus foods and provides meals to many families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org today. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Thursday does not just mean it's one day closer to the weekend, it also means it's time to throw it back in our Throwback Thursday segment. On this day in 1889, the Eiffel Tower officially opened in Paris. That means the Eiffel Tower is as old as Elon. The tower was originally intended to be a temporary monument, but city officials changed their minds due to its value as a radio telegraph station, which came in handy during World War I.
And today is Bunsen Burner Day, celebrating the birthday of Robert Wilhelm Eberhard von Bunsen. He was a German scientist who invented the Bunsen burner, an item used in chemistry classes and laboratories all across the world, mainly for heating and sterilizing. Today he would have been 205 years old.
As you're settling back in from spring break, you may notice you have a little less cash. Our Rachel Ellis is here with tips to help you enjoy the rest of the school year on a budget. Good morning, Rachel.
Spring break may have left you with an empty wallet and perhaps in need of some daily budgeting changes to get through the remainder of the semester, both on and off campus. Planning ahead is key. Instead of blowing through Phoenix Cash and spending out-of-pocket money, make a grocery list with staple meal items to stock up your pantry to keep you full longer and able to resist money on snack foods on campus throughout the day. Take the bio bus to the grocery store when making the trip instead of guzzling through the gas faster. If you do go out to eat, avoid ordering soft drinks and order water. Not only is it better for you, but soft drinks can easily jack up the price of a quick lunch or a sit-down dinner. And if you're looking for a fun, inexpensive night out, look for restaurants that may have special weekly menu deals like Dollar Slice Night at Pandora's Pies. And if you're looking for something fun to do around the Burlington area, take a hike or bring a picnic to Cedar Rock Park and enjoy this beautiful spring weather. With this week's College Consumer, I'm Rachel Ellis. Now back to Paul and Caroline.
Thanks, Rachel. During your spring cleaning, you likely take a look at your desk, closet, and car, but our Connor McCoy found some items you may forget to clean.
Earbuds, water bottles, and toothbrushes are just some of the things that people use every day, but don't think to clean as often. Luckily, I have a few tips and tricks that you could use to give them the deep cleanse they deserve.
Let's start with earbuds, something most college students never leave home without. It doesn't take much to clean and can help you prevent ear infections in the future. All you need is a little soap and water and a washcloth. Just dab the cloths with soap water and gently wipe the earpiece. Simple as that.
Next up, your toothbrush. While you are supposed to change it every 3 to 4 months, I have a quick and easy way to save a few bucks.
To kill all the bacteria that used to be in your mouth, you'll want some white vinegar and a cup. Just pour a couple of teaspoons of vinegar into the cup and place your toothbrush inside. Then let it sit for 30 minutes, and your toothbrush is bacteria-free. Before you put the vinegar away, pour some into your water bottle as well. Leave it to soak overnight and wash it out with soap and water in the morning. While you might only use it for water, this will help prevent bacteria and mold from building up.
Now that all your most used items are clean, you can focus on more important things, like homework. Connor McCoy, ELN Local News.
Good morning, I'm Justin Beagle here with your sports report. We are just 4 days away from the start of the Major League Baseball season, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's football season after all. Well, sort of. Spring practices are underway for the third-year head coach Rich Skrosky and the Phoenix football team. Lots of smiles and laughter after the long winter. Elon's coming off a 4-7 season, 3 more wins than a year before. Skrosky spoke highly of his returning players and the maturity he's seen over the last year. Now it's not only time to establish a winning mentality, but to sustain it.
We need to become a cohesive team. And that's something that, I want to win the locker room. We got to win games with the locker room, the mentality. And I really, Coach Horton, what the winter has been, seeing this first practice, what we had a team meeting last night, that cohesion, that team, it's really starting to show.
Now the football team will continue practicing over the next couple of weeks and host 3 scrimmages at Rhodes Stadium, including the annual maroon and white game on April 23rd starting at 6 p.m. All scrimmages are open to the public. March may be coming to an end, but the madness is far from over. On Saturday, the Final 4 teams will meet in Houston to try and punch their ticket to the championship on Monday night. 2-seeded Villanova opens as 2-point favorites over fellow 2-seed Oklahoma, while North Carolina, the only 1-seed remaining, opens as 9.5-point favorites over 10th-seeded Syracuse. All games will be broadcasted on TBS, that's channel 23 for Time Warner cable users. And if you're looking to catch any of the action, there are plenty of places on and off campus to watch the games. Varsity Sports Grill in the McEwen Dining Hall will be open until 11 p.m. both Saturday and Monday for the championship game. Fat Frog Bar and Grill on Haggard Avenue is open until 2 a.m. on Saturday, but will remain closed on Monday. But have no fear, Buffalo Wild Wings at Alamance Crossing is open until 1 a.m. on Saturday and midnight on Monday. Now, in the spirit of March Madness, the Elon Local News staff had a little friendly competition to see who could correctly pick the most number of games. And if you look at our leaderboard, in 4th place, Selena Guevara, our college cooking expert, with 740 points. Above her is our wonderful VTR person, Anna Zwingelberg, at 780 points. 10 points above her, our friend Tommy Hanzik, the editor-in-chief of The Pendulum, with 790. And would you look at that? Who was in first place? I don't know that guy. I guess I know a thing or two about sports after all. I'm Justin Beagle with your sports update.
Good luck, Justin. I hope you can keep that title. We're looking forward to the games. Smooth Progressions is warming up next door in Studio B. Our ELN Morning Concert Series continues up next.
There. What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
will not be news today. I will not make headlines by going through a bad girl phase where I get that bad girl haircut where they shave just one side of your head. And I will not bring a Komodo dragon as my +1 to an award show, even though that would be awesome. I'm Olivia Munn, and I will not be trending today because there's a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back to ELN Morning. We are here with Smooth Progressions. We have Junior President Garcian. So could you tell us just a little bit about how, as the youngest group of a cappella on ELN's campus, how have you found your voice?
Well, we're a unique bunch of guys, and all these guys bring a very unique dynamic to this group, and we're just really blessed to have this opportunity. Addison Horner, one of our founding members, along with Gray Miller here, they're actually our last founding members, and they've really seen this group grown, and we're just really happy to be here and to have all these new people coming in, and it's just been really exciting for us.
Great. So obviously, acapella is huge at ELN. There's tons of different groups. What makes Smooth Progressions unique as opposed to other groups?
Well, we're all goofballs, but at the same time, we love making music and we love creating and sharing our music. And although that's kind of the goal of every single acapella group, we think that we bring something to ELN that none of the other groups bring, which is just our personalities.
So what do you guys have coming up next? Like a concert coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, so we actually have a single, our first single ever,
Awesome.
coming out on iTunes on May 6th. And we actually, coincidentally, our spring concert is also on May 6th.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And what song are you guys singing for us today?
Sunshine by Modest Yahoo.
Awesome.
All right, well, we can't wait. That
Great,
is our
thanks
show.
so much.
Be sure to tune in next week for a special guest on our concert series.
And you can keep up with us online at elonlocalnews.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at ELN Morning.
Now we'll leave and have Smooth Progressions play us out. Thank you guys, and have a great
Thanks,
day.
guys.
Thank you.
Keep on moving till the first rays of dawn, keeping it on till the day stays strong, but until the nighttime is gone. All along I keep singing my song. I said, this phase is always, sometimes I get so crazy, but just know that I always stay, 'cause you're my light through the haze. It's time for a champion, soothe the soul of the land, mend the heart from the sea and the sand, till the sun comes up again. It's time for a champion, soothe the soul of the land, mend the heart from the sea and the sand, till the sun comes up again. Reach for the sky, keep your eye on the prize, forever in my mind, be my golden sunshine. It's raining in your mind, so push them clouds aside, forever by my side, be my golden sunshine. When the sun set, I let myself down, found the ground beneath my feet gone. No more words were there to speak. On that day my song was born. Never meant to leave you all alone. Said I'd be a shelter from the storm. Now your clothes have all been torn. Kingdom attacked and dethroned. It's time for a champion, soothe the soul of the land, mend the heart from the sea and the sand, till the sun comes up again. It's time for a champion, soothe the soul of the land, mend the heart from the sea and the sand, till the sun comes up again. Reach for the sky, keep your eye on the prize, forever in my mind, be my golden sunshine. It's raining in your mind, so push them clouds aside, forever by my side, be my golden sunshine. It's the the weight of the world, you're on your